Hey, welcome back everyone, Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again for yet another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video, and today comes courtesy of my friends over at Super 7. We have a bit of an early look at their brand new MMPR Ultimates, the Black Ranger, and the Blue Ranger, or, when you pull the slipcase covers off, Adam and Zach, or Billy, right? Take your pick, and I'm not even joking. These come with quite a few accessories for both figures. So we'll kick it off with the Black Ranger. Of course, as you can see, Zach, Adam, and then just a slew of accessories from all manner of episodes dealing with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. On the back side, the usual artwork. You get a little bit of a write-up. You get a nice photo front and center. And I do like when they do that. I like that they use the original artwork, cast photos. You get the idea, and you can screen grab this if you want to read up on the Black Ranger. Now, Billy, the Blue Ranger, always one of my favorites. Next to Jason, it then went to Billy, and then it vice versa, right, when I was a kid. But equally as amounts of things in the box, and you get the backside, you got the photo, which looks nice, right? I always remember that from the trading cards to the ads and whatnot. And then, of course, you have the read-up on old Billy Cranston, and Breaking Bad fans, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about there. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is an early look at the brand new, straight from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ultimates action figure line, Black Ranger and the Blue Ranger by Super 7. And while I got all you more phenomenal Rangers here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my YouTube vids. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. Guarantee you'll find something here that you like. And see, I wasn't joking. There is a ton in these boxes, right? So we'll kick it off with the Black Ranger over here, and he does come with the Dragon Shield. So now we have the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger, and of course Zach wearing the Dragon Shield. And you also get the swap out arms with the gold bands, so you can distribute powers accordingly. When you want to go and swap everything, yeah, it does work. It does look good. And it's always one of those things where, of course, I always think about the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger having the Dragon Shield. But yes, Zach did sport it at one point, and I think the colors look great. Now, you do get his Power Axe, which has the little slidey thing, right? Kind of cocks it and then throws it into the whole conglomeration of the weapons, but it's painted nicely. It looks good. It's got the Mastodon symbol. Totally dig it. Now, one of my favorite aspects is that you get the original Bandai flip head toy weapons, which is awesome. Absolutely love that they include those. You get all of the blade blasters, from the gun to the one that goes in the holster to the blade itself, and you get the fire extinguisher, right? This one I had to look up. I don't remember this, really. It was one of those where I was like, seems familiar, couldn't place it. It's from the episode Putty on the Brain, and that's how they defeat the Saliguana monster, of course. Now, you also do get the Power Morpher and the Power Crystal. Both of them are sculpted beautifully. Nice paint for as teeny tiny as they are. Don't lose them. I like the little Mastodon symbol there. You also get a ton of extra hands, which, as I've looked at previous Rangers, these hands fit better with these weapons. Now, the head portraits is where you're going to lose me on this, unfortunately. Adam, I think he fares better than Zach. I don't know about it fitting perfectly, but it looks like he got into a bee's nest. Looks like he just got stung every which way. And then you have Zach, which they went a little bit too cartoony. I would hope that at one point, somehow, some way, whoever's making Power Ranger toys, just call up them old actors and have them come in and scan their faces, for the love of God. Anyways, Zach, or Adam, Black Ranger, looks great. I've already gone over the articulation. I like the articulation for the Super 7 Rangers because of how I like to display them. Very simplistic. It's going to be the exact same if you've seen the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger. Haven't gotten to pink or yellow just yet, but they are coming soon. But overall, it's just a nice looking Black Ranger, and I totally dig it. Now, you have Billy. Tons of extra hands. And I'm going to tell you right now, out of the two, the Blue Ranger does fare better than the Black Ranger, right? He's a little bit more updated, and you'll soon see with the head portrait, because he also comes with the Power Morpher. It's done well. You got the Power Crystal. That's done well. Totally appreciate those. You also get his Power Lances in various modes, right? You kind of have the longers. You got the shorters. those look good, and the hands actually hold the weapons, like these right here, which then can be locked into a bow staff, and I totally appreciate that. That works really well. Plus, you also get the Bandai old school weapons, right, for his power lances, all done in silver, and they do lock together as well. Love when they do that. Think it looks great. You also get the old school gun. Looks great. The variety of the blade blasters, right, all 3 of those. And last but not least, you get the anti-sonic foam gun from the episode Grumblebee when they need to incapacitate his wings. That one is a lot more familiar than Zack's weapons. Now, you have the 2 head portraits, and I gotta tell you, this one, while it's not necessarily my favorite, he has a little bit of a paint guffaw on his tooth, what makes him kind of looks like he's missing a tooth, but the head portrait fits beautifully. But this one is darn near perfect. It looks like the actor David Yost. It's not weird. It looks like the recent Netflix special. It's awesome. So the actual Blue Ranger himself is quite cool. I absolutely love the way this came out. Like I said, you've seen the Black Ranger now from me, the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger. You're not going to get a whole heck of a lot of difference, but I enjoy the type of articulation they have, minus the ab crunch. We're just going to say I like to display them. I think they look like the dudes in the suits across the board, from the evil space aliens to the Zords. And when you have the Red Ranger now, the Blue, and the Black Ranger, like I said, I do have the pink and yellow coming soon, but they look cool. And it just totally takes me back to my original Power Rangers lineup, playing with the old Bandai figures. Now, to add the Green Ranger in there, it's a nice collection of colors, right? Whether or not you think of Tommy as the evil Green Ranger or part of the team, right? In so many ways, they all look great together. And just to show you the difference, now, this is the new Hasbro remastered Blue Ranger. And for what you get for the price compared to the Super 7s, it's really not a bad Blue Ranger at all. I like the way Super 7s look in totality, along with all the extra weapons, but consider the price, right? You do get a really cool looking Blue Ranger, but I just like the aesthetics more of Super 7. Super 7 is more of the show, whereas the Hasbro Remastered are every bit action figures, and there's just something off about them. They're great figures, but I prefer Super 7s. So that will wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new Super 7 MMPR Ultimates, the Black Ranger, and the Blue Ranger. And I gotta say, I like some of the improvements they've made since the prior waves of Rangers, right? They've made the weapons fit a little bit better with the provided hands. They've not improved the articulation, but if anything, the head portraits for the human unmasked, they definitely need some work. But you've heard my thoughts. Now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything MMPR Ultimates. And again, thanks to my friends over at Super 7 for sending these out for the purposes of this video. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, stay tuned. I went to town with all those Thanksgiving Black Friday sales, so we got more Rangers coming. And when they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.